Revelation is a revelation, funny enough.
20 people dead.
You killed 20 people! It's a combination of the past two films, Redemption and Retribution, put into one finale, in a way. You wouldn't find something like it as a beginning to a trilogy. It's definitely what you'd call a conclusion, and it puts it together really well. Altogether, it's bigger than the other two films. Let's say first one, Redemption, being 45 minutes long, Retribution being 59 minutes long. Now, Revelation is in 2 chapters to kind of differentiate the two halves that it really explains.
Listen, look. Can you hear the screams from the grave?
As it's all about the good side and the bad side of a single person. Each person alive has the potential to be good and bad. Except, what about when it gets out of control? And that's what Revelation really covers. When you can't control what conscience to listen to. Do you listen to your good or do you listen to your bad? Chapter 1, this is what we're explaining here. Chapter 1 does cover it. It ends what's really been a factor of the past two films, and that is the first film. The entity only had good intentions for me, because that's who I'm. You know, it is about me in a sense. The entity kind of had a good intentions, but in the second film it had nothing but bad. But when it really balanced out, when it finally balanced out, the tables turned and I couldn't control it. This is what chapter 1 really covers. The execution, in a way, what happens when the entity finally gets its conscience, when it finally becomes human, and what's she gonna do? Crazy! I've gone crazy now, and I'm after her. That is the main part, and it's all about mind games. Really, it's all about mind games. The destruction that it has caused over the past 3 years that it's been going on. It's crazy. How do I get out of it? How do I survive? And it's something that's never been covered. It's been a massive journey. This entire Mind trilogy has been a massive journey. And where do I end up? And you'll see things in here that you've never seen before in the past two films. It's, the other people are on the receiving end on the mental games. It's not me anymore. I'm not on the receiving end. I'm going through it's crazy. It's crazy. Other people now are on the receiving end in both chapters. And chapter 1, it only ends in more questions. Let's put it that way. It ends in more questions, more theories to come up with, more. If you put chapter 1 on its own, maybe it could start a trilogy. But putting both chapters together of Revelation, all it does is conclude what's already been started. And I have to tell you, it's never. One thing you have to keep in mind is it's never what you're expecting. It's never predictable, because there's always different ways you can look into what's being told to you.
The kid has got the